Subscribe and ring the bell to never miss an update.
Hello everyone! Today on Lady Mary Beth, we are at the Charity Guild shop, where proceeds benefit children's charities in the greater Houston area. We will shop this store for a Mother's Day inspired table setting and find some great gifts along the way. Join me. The Charity Guild shop is a great way to shop sustainably and affordably for any occasion. They were voted #1 4 years in a row, the best of the best for the Houston Chronicle for consignment, antique, and thrift, and that covers all the bases. I have found some wonderful fashion, furniture, and home accessories here over the years. Lots to discover, and they're open Wednesday through Saturday. Welcome to the Charity Guild of Catholic Women, a shop full of treasures. It's a great way to shop sustainably and affordably. And we are looking for some great tabletop essentials to style a table to honor moms. And we'll find some great gifts. Let's get started. If you don't know where to start, whether you're shopping your home or your local resale, you can always start with your dishes. That can be some great inspiration for the colors and theme of your table. I like that Gigi collection memo board. That is an excellent deal. These red roses are calling. This is a very unique set. And I love that this charity resale shares the history of the designer Ernestine Cannon. I will tell you more about her life and inspiration and how she made quite a difference in Italy. I like to get inspired with one of the components of the table, and that way we can build on it. And how about dinnerware first? This is classic rose, big and bold, and it has a unique history that they have researched and they are sharing with the shoppers. I'll tell you more about this ceramic pattern. These dishes revived the Italian ceramics industry when an American ceramicist was living there during World War II in Salerno. With the post-war poverty, she was inspired to start a business. Ernestine Verdon Cannon had some help with a business partner and a German chemist to create these vibrant colors, and Neiman Marcus embraced her product when they saw this at a Pittsburgh trade show. And she was awarded the 1951 Fashion Award from Neiman's for her contributions to the ceramics industry in Italy. This is a vast collection and a pattern that I was not able to find online. It could be that it was an exclusive or perhaps even a custom order. And each piece is signed and numbered. What a great find. Beautiful pattern with a rich history. With a large collection, they have separated these into smaller groupings. Each shelf has its own unit. They had quite a few serving pieces. There are some left. And with this big, bold design, I can see this blend with creamware, and perhaps that would even show better instead of having everything the same pattern. Such a rich history. There's some great options here with dish patterns. We could go with the classic blue and white, a pink transferware. I am loving this violet pattern. The purple and green would be a very happy, inviting table setting to celebrate moms. Another vast collection. Some of the serving pieces are sold separately, and then you have groupings of dinner plates. And this large oval platter is an incredible deal at $7.50. Grandmillennial and Granny Chic. This is a design style embraced by 20 to 30-year-olds looking to add the stuffy style that has been outdated by modern trends. They are elevating their spaces and tables with a bit of nostalgia. 70 pieces of this Wentworth china for $80 as I showcase this today. And the price does go down if it's still in the shop at $40, an even better deal. I do judge a china pattern by the teacup. It's something that's important to me. It has to have a graceful look and feel good in your hand. And this one passes the test. The back stamp gives us all of the information. It is made by Wentworth China Company in the Viola pattern. Wentworth was known for making the white body china and a variety of floral designs, perhaps inspired by some antique pieces. The Elizabeth pattern, pink peony, and red rose. This would be a great start to a Mother's Day table. This would also blend beautifully with my mother's Franciscan ivy, a classic pattern that originated in California. I Love Lucy made it famous, seen in those episodes, and the dishes of my childhood. Now let's look for some chargers to elevate this dinner plate. We have a couple of options here. The pattern has a gold rim. We could still pair it with silver. I like the simplistic version, though the gold pops. The style is a bit too modern for my taste. We will keep looking. Sometimes the best things are in the locked cases, and this is quite the find. I will tell you more about the history of these fabulous chargers that are made in Portugal, and they have a set of 6. And the price does go down $100 as I'm showcasing this today. And I'm sure these will sell quickly at the next markdown. We found the perfect mate. Chargers can anchor our place setting. These are extra special from the mid-century. Alcobaça, Portugal, in the Porta vessel. They've been hand-painted. We see lots of that information on the back stamp. And with the gold rim of our Wentworth pattern, this would be a nice addition. Another incredible find. These Jadeite plates would be ideal as a salad plate. The possibilities are endless. And they are actually from another glass company. It would be wonderful to incorporate these Fenton Jadeite plates. We first saw Jadeite in the 1930s. It was made by major manufacturers such as Anchor Hocking with their Fire King, Jeanette, and McKee. These leaf plates are lovely as a salad plate. You could even place a sherbet dish on top for a fruit cup or dessert. It's the bottom shelf advantage with uranium glass sherbet dishes. Vaseline glass is more popular than ever. We've seen prices skyrocket. A small glass could easily be $30. Here we find a set of 5 at $50 with the initial price. These are ideal for an appetizer or dessert, or even sipping some bubbly. I'm thinking shrimp cocktail or chocolate mousse. I'm shopping the clearance section to find the perfect underplate. The prices are amazing. Don't forget to look in this section when you're shopping the store. I like the gold rim and the price, $9 and going down to $4.50. Another option for our appetizer or salad plate. This is from the clearance section, very affordable. And how about these uranium sherbet dishes from Federal Glass, a company that started in 1900 in Columbus, Ohio, initially making pressed glass. In the 1920s, they pivoted to uranium glass and popularized depression glass, and they were leaders in the industry. These plates do pair nicely with the uranium glass sherbet dishes, but you can't beat the Jadeite plates. There's some tough choices when you are setting a table, and that just gives you some more opportunity and ideas for a future setting. For the stemware, I'm looking at these Waterford Lismore Essence wines, but I think the scale is a bit off. They seem quite tall for our setting, especially if we pair this with a vintage glass. The cut to clear is always a great option, and they've got a wonderful selection. I'm thinking let's go old school with the Waterford Crystal Ice Beverage, one that we haven't seen since the 60s, 70s, and maybe early 80s. The Eileen pattern probably influenced the Karina pattern. And this one is deal of the century. It's not actually Marquee by Waterford, but that is a classic Waterford. Just a few dollars for each stem. If I had room in my china cabinet, these would be going home with me. $18.13 for 7 pieces. The classic Lismore. Another great price. They're not labeled as Waterford, but of course they have the acid etch logo.
It's always a good idea to add an iced beverage glass to your setting, especially in the South. We love our iced tea, great for water, even a dessert. You could serve a chocolate shake in this. The Waterford Eileen pattern was introduced in 1968, made until 2017. The Lismore is a classic that launched in 1952. This is the older style iced beverage. The ones that they make today have a stem. This would have been probably produced until the early 1980s.
The Waterford Lismore ice beverages are $21 each with the initial price. They usually sell for much more on the secondary market. These gold rim goblets are absolutely perfect for our setting. $10 for a set of 4. The good news is they have 2 sets in the store today.
This gold rim Tiffin glass is another great choice for our place setting. This is a company that dates back to 1889 in Tiffin, Ohio. The company was in existence until 1980. They did sell some years prior to Toll. $10 for a set of 4, an incredible find.
We're usually limited with flatware when we're shopping a thrift store. They do have a couple of options for us today. A vintage Rogers pattern, complete with iced beverage spoons, which is ideal for our setting, and the Waterford Crystal ice beverage glasses. It's a beautiful Art Deco inspired design. There's also a boxed fish set with Bakelite handles in the original box. But I'm thinking we will go with the silver-plated Rogers. That is more of a fit for our setting today. It is lovely. See how it pairs nicely with all of our selections. Just have to make a decision on the accent plate. Linens are fun to add. Sometimes I even start with linens as the inspiration. That's a sheer overlay. We're finding some vintage napkins with a Battenberg lace edge. I don't see the napkin rings we might need today, so we'll have to get creative. These are also a great choice. And I'm looking for accent pieces with our green and purple, a trio of candle holders. They also have candles in the store. And the sun purple glass. This is an antique with the manganese exposed to UV light, turns it purple. Here is more lavender inspiration with a modern centerpiece bowl that would also work well for our setting. I do like to mix and blend the styles. Art glass, well priced at $30. And now it's time to look at all of our options before we start setting the table. And I also found a modern vase with some silk orchids. I'm loving the look. It ties in nicely with our chargers. And very well priced. $9. And I like that it elevates the setting and complements all of the colors.
We have found the 4 major components of a table setting: the dishes, flatware, stemware, and linens. Now let's go set the table.
Our cart is ready, full of tabletop essentials. Since we didn't find the perfect tablecloth, I'm eyeing this glass top table with neoclassical Grecian influence. And we probably don't need a tablecloth after all. $83.40 for this dining table and 4 chairs is incredible. Not only can you find an affordable table setting, but also the table and chairs. And now we have the perfect setting.
Violets are a symbol of love, modesty, and faithfulness. They are a perennial and a constant and reliable presence in the garden, a wonderful way to symbolize motherhood. It's this easy to set a table when you shop your local resale.
A blend of vintage and modern completes the granny chic or grandmillennial table setting. I'm glad that we chose the lavender and green tones accented with gold. It is a happy setting, and I like that we've elevated it with this salad plate. It gives another dimension. And the orchids are perfect. And all of these we found in the store.
It comes together nicely with the vintage finds and some modern elements with this vase and silk orchids, the organza overlay, and you will see the creative napkin fold. You will start with a square napkin. This is on the smaller side. I would advise to use one a bit larger. Fold it to the top, and then you will slowly roll from the bottom up, leaving some space at the top. This will be your leaf later. Then you will gently roll it up. This cotton is rather easy to work with. You may find that satin is a bit slippery. And with this tail, you will tuck it just about anywhere, flip it over, and then you have your leaves. And that is your rose napkin fold.
I like that we have added the gold accents without it overpowering the table, and it's the perfect blend for this setting.
Now that we've set the table, we can look for some great gifts for mom. I see a Waterford crystal rose paperweight. It is forever in bloom and well priced at $45.
The retail on this rose was probably about $150. It is perfection.
Waterford had a domed flower series years ago. This is more of a 3D rose. I love it. You can incorporate this into a side table, coffee table, on top of a stack of books, on your vanity, and it's everlasting.
More Waterford crystal deals. Whether you're shopping for Mother's Day or wedding gift, any occasion, I always find great deals here with that classic diamond cut pattern.
This is old and heavy, classic Waterford crystal, a creamer and sugar set in the Atlanta pattern. The price has gone down to $37.50. You want to watch those price tags because it might still be here, and you can save even more on some great gifts.
The top shelf advantage with a trio of Waterford crystal compotes. The prices are amazing. The laurel leaf design that we saw in the 1980s, they made bowls, vases, so many different tabletop accessories as well. This would be great for gifting, just filled with truffles. Tie it with cello and a French ribbon.
The compote is one of my favorite tabletop essentials. It is practical, purposeful, and oh so pretty. This is the Glandor pattern from Waterford Crystal. It is also the old, heavy, very well priced from $35 to $45.
Another great deal with this Lenox Opal Innocence Rose Bowl, $20. And the price is going down. This is great for gifting. Take it to your florist and let them do the magic. Or use it for tissues. Put a candle inside. This is the perfect gift. And where can you find something this wonderful for $20 and under? Well, we might just beat that. Here is something even more incredible. And I am delighted to find this for such a deal from my favorite crystal manufacturer.
We're all about the hidden gems. This is definitely the thrill of the hunt. A Waterford crystal Hibernia vase hiding in plain sight for $12. This is an exceptional find and would be a great gift if you're willing to part with it.
It just keeps getting better. I can hardly believe this napkin set from the Taste of Texas, my favorite steakhouse next to the largest Goodwill in Houston. And I've seen these in their gift shop. I think that the cocktail napkins are $60, and here they're $18 for both sets. Brand new in a box. These have been on my wish list for years. And the dinner napkins, I think, are well over $100. Never thought that I could find them at the Charity Guild shop for such an amazing deal.
What a find. I could hardly believe this. Brand new in boxes from the Taste of Texas, my favorite restaurant in Houston. These are linen, high quality, embroidered with our state flower, the bluebonnet. A bargain for $18 for both the cocktail and dinner napkins. These sell for much more in their gift shop.
I know that I said it keeps getting better, but this one might be the best find yet. And it has some rich history. Great for serving. You could even present this with something sweet on top, or maybe even a Waterford crystal compote for serving. $8.75. Amazing.
Vintage sterling silver overlay from the Silver City Company. This is from the 1940s. The company was founded in 1905, originally making cut glass. Later, they switched to decorating blanks from Heisey and Cambridge. This is sterling silver with an interesting technique that's been patented and improved on over the years. And a great find. Incredible deal at $8.75.
I like to make a second round when I am thrifting because they may have added something wonderful. A Fenton coin dot ruffled vase in the popular cranberry color. The initial price is $45. I've shared the history of the Fenton coin dot in a recent estate sale featuring the aqua Fenton coin dot ruffled pitcher. It's always fun to shop your local charity resale. We were lucky to find all of these wonderful additions in one shopping tour, and the silk orchids came from these shelves. You can elevate your space with one-stop shopping. And we always get great inspiration, and perhaps it reminds you of something you have at home that you can pull out of your cabinet to pair with a new find. And always a great way to shop affordably and sustainably to celebrate the seasons, and of course, to celebrate mom. Some wonderful finds today. Always a great day shopping your local charity resale. The lavender, green, and gold might be my new favorite colors.
So glad you joined me today for the Charity Guild shop. We had fun shopping the store and styling a table to celebrate moms. I wish you a happy Mother's Day. Thanks again for joining Lady Mary Beth. Elevate your everyday with thrifting.